everybody here knows it's our 1-year anniversary. Yes? What fitting thing to have the first person who put the bug in my ear about this event to be our first speaker here tonight. Kate Davis, come on up. Where are you?
It amazes me because I have kids nowadays and they are just multitasking, connecting little fiends, right? But kids are so different, and I don't get it. It's hard to be a parent nowadays. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know. Kids, first of all, do not look like their parents. Can I just say that? My daughter had a slumber party, right? A man shows up at my door. He is blonde hair, blue-eyed. And he's like, I'm here to pick up Kaya. Kaya is Japanese, right? And I'm like, oh, are you a friend of the family? And he's like, no, I'm the father. And I'm like, oh, so Kaya's adopted, right? And he's like, no, I'm the biological father. And I'm like, oh, so I'm a racist.
I think we need to do what we love, find what we love, be honest with ourselves. I deeply believe more and more that when we're ready, the teachers arrive, right? I got heckled here, and that turned into one of the greatest teachers of my life. My friend Anne-Marie says, there's a guy doing some stuff, you want to go talk? And I went, okay, sure. It turned into one of the best experiences of my life. I think the other thing that I'm becoming more and more convinced of is the greatest teachers we have are always there. I don't think it's so much that when we are ready for them, they show up. I think we are surrounded by great teachers.
You see, to ride a bike, you need two things. You need balance and forward momentum, and you can't have one without the other. If you don't have balance, you can't move forward. And if you don't move forward, the bike slows down and stops, you lose balance and you fall off. And the only way to have both is to keep your feet on the pedals. Now, I figured this out all by my 10-year-old self. And when I grew up, I also figured out that this principle still applied to life as well as to cycling. Think about it. In life, you need balance and you need forward momentum if you want to get where you want to go.
Well, I'll be the first to admit that I like my coffee in the mornings. I tease my brother that I don't have a cup of coffee in the morning. I have 2 small buckets. But those are my personal choices. I don't generally have 3 buckets of coffee a day, just 2 small 14 ounces. I know some of you purists are going, 14 ounces of coffee twice? Whoa! Hey, I almost died twice. I got a little chemo brain going on and other things. Moderation, but, you know, forget being perfect. So, energy management. Have you ever felt like you wanted that 3rd or 4th cup of coffee when you've got that afternoon low? Thank you for the honesty. There's a 12-step program. We'll meet later.
Fantastic. I love playing hockey. But even more than playing hockey, what I have come to understand is it is an absolute privilege to be part of a team. And we are all part of a team. Some of us are teams at work. Some of us play on sports team. Our family can be a team. Our husband and wife, we can be a team. You know, there's lots of teams. And what is the most beautiful part of a team? Is it that you're reaching for the same goal? I mean, that's a nice thing. Is it that you're learning to be a team player? Well, that's a good thing too. I think the most beautiful part of a team is the togetherness. I think it's what happens in that togetherness. I think it's the fun, it's the camaraderie, it's the friendship, it's the love, it's the laughter.
Speaking of technology, I will end on this note. I went to my favorite place to shop, IKEA. We have any IKEA shoppers here? How come you can always see the IKEA store, but you can never get to it? You know, it's like a prerequisite test or something, you know? It's like, look, if you can't get to the store, you can't assemble the loofah bookshelf, okay? You're an idiot. Shop at Leon's. Oh my God, it took me 3 hours to assemble my bookshelf. Yeah, it's supposed to be a bed. Sleeping on a bookshelf now. They give you the instructions. The instructions never have words. They just have pictures. Do you notice that? Right? I mean, you know the instructions are complicated when the people in the pictures are arguing with each other.
You know, there are plenty of places where you could go and hear brilliant speakers, get into the minds of experts of all kinds of topics. But how many places do you have where you could get into the hearts of people? And I think that's a big part of what MoMondays is all about. I think that's why MoMondays attracts the nicest people. I want to thank all the speakers who are here tonight. I want to thank all the speakers who have been here all year. So please give a warm round of applause for everybody.